Today we will be seeing the point adjustment process on the ESD motorcycle. It can be done on any motorcycle including ESD and Java especially. The case over here is a ESD. This is a magneto and here is the contact breaker CB point system. This is the capacitor. So let me explain you first few things precisely over here. These two screws that you see over here is 1 and 2. This is for adjusting the point plate. Okay, so let me show you how we need to adjust the point plate. You got to loosen these two screws over here, one and the second one. So now the point plate is free to rotate. You can rotate it in any place. So for actual timing, for proper timing, we need to keep it in the center position. You can see this space over here, this oval shape, this cut mark from here till here. So this is called as adjustment slot. So we can keep it any place. The ultimate left side facing from the camera is retarded point and this one is advanced point. So if you keep it like this to the leftmost position on the top side, then it will be the condition of retard. So it will be very much retarded and this is very much advanced. Alright, so we either need to keep it in the very much retarded position and we don't need to even keep it in the much advanced position. If you place it in the advanced position while starting the bike, it will be kicking back very much tightly, and it is even not good to keep it in that advanced position because piston wear and tear is more, fuel consumption is more in the advanced situation. Backfiring increases. So it is always good to find a center place, like approximate. You can see from here and from here. Alright, so I'll be placing it in the from here and here. I will find the approximate center place and I will tightening the point base plate. So first and foremost we have to do is we need to fix this place in the center. Alright, so after placing it in the center, we will be setting up these point gap, and before setting this point gap we need to find out the TDC, top dead center of the engine. So for finding the top dead center, we basically do not have any kind of marks on this as we used to have in two-stroke. Setting the point plate in the center position, we need to set the firing time. So firing timing is set by adjusting the point gap, and this point gap is adjusted by keeping note of the top dead center of the piston. So we need to find out where is the TDC of the piston, and when the piston is exactly at the TDC, the point must get opened up. Okay, so unlike the unlike the 4-stroke motorcycles, we do not have over here any TDC marking over here. Like we can't figure out from the outside like where is the TDC point of the piston. So what we need to do is we need to manually figure it out by rotating this bolt in the clockwise direction. Okay, so by clockwise direction I mean the direction in which the piston rotates. So you can see, let me show you by kicking the kick lever. Once I kick the kick lever, you can find that the crank, this shaft rotates in the clockwise direction. See, so it rotates in the clockwise direction. So clockwise direction is the actual direction of rotation of the engine. The firing time and the ignition time, we need to first remove the spark plug. We'll remove the spark plug cap and then remove the spark plug. Then by dipping in something not very sharp object, and neither very soft object that it might get break into. So we'll put something and find out the TDC exactly the point when the piston will at the top, and when the piston will be at the top, we'll adjust the point gap over here. So let me demonstrate it to you. Alright, so this is the plug spanner. Okay, I'll remove the spark plug. So I've removed the spark plug. So now, as you can see, I'm sorry, we cannot plonk in the camera. So the spark plug is basically removed. Okay, so after removing the spark plug, we will try to figure out where the TDC is. So to figure out TDC, we need to put in some soft object, not very soft, but quite strong. So this is basically a plastic kind of thing. So I'll plonk it through here from the via the spark plug port. See, this I have plonked it from here, and I'll rotate the shaft bolt that I had shown you earlier, and I will find out the TDC point. So I hope you got my point. Like, I'll put it in here, and while we'll be rotating the the shaft over at the bottom on the magneto, automatically the piston will start to come up and go down. So while coming up, we have to figure out the place where it is at the topmost position. So let me try to show you all together. So you can see over here, I have dipped it here. Okay, and now I'll be rotating this one over here. Okay, so this seems to be a perfect placement. You have to focus one over here and my direction of rotation over here. So as I'll be rotating it, you will see that this will be coming above. Now I'm gradually rotating it, and now it is going down. So approximately at the bottom dead center. Now it is coming up. Try giving it 2 or 3 attempts to confirm the TDC. Okay, so I have done it. It is exactly at the TDC. So we got to rotate the camshaft from here. Okay, so when it is going down, so firing time is few degrees before the TDC. So if you do it twice or thrice, you will be able to figure out that where is the TDC. Okay, so I am at the top dead center. See, it is at the TDC, and earlier this much of this part is still on the upside. So we are at the TDC. So now we have set it to TDC. Do not rotate this shaft once again. So after setting it to TDC, and before setting it to TDC, we have set it to the center point, then we find out the TDC. After finding a TDC, now we'll set the point gap. So approximately it is 0.25 to 0.30 millimeter. You can use a thinner sheet of matchbox or a feeler gauge if you are having. I'm having a feeler gauge, so I'll be using the 0.25 millimeter sheet over here. And to adjust the gap, you need to simply loosen this screw, okay, and place the feeler gauge. .25 mm. See, now you can see this plate this can rotate. So you will keep it slightly tightened. See, now the gap is more, so we can put the screwdriver over here slightly and we can pull this notch towards the inside. See, now we can see after tightening it perfectly. Now the gap is little lesser, so again we will loosen it slightly and we got to shift this notch slight to the outside to increase the gap. So now the gap is perfect. Okay. So tighten it. So this process needs a few attempts, because if you are not a very much kind of experienced one into this, then it might take a few attempts. It should be just sticking to the surface and rubbing out to both the surface of the point and coming out. Now you can tighten the points. Let me show you once again. So here is the feeler gauge. So this is exactly sticking through both the surfaces. So this is how the points need to. We have set at the point. You have to fasten all the screws tightly so that the starter plate and the point plate do not move from their respective positions. Alright. After doing that, we will test the current. So here I've got a spark plug. So this is a spark plug. I'll plug in the spark plug into the spark plug holder. So the point is set. I have plugged in the spark plug in the spark plug holder. Now take note of the spark over there. So now the current is perfect on the spark plug. We'll fit back the spark plug. So I won't be closing the magneto cover right now. I'm leaving it as it is over here, and now I'll go and start the bike. So probably it should start with few kicks. I haven't yet warmed up the engine since the morning. Nothing I have done. Choke on. Tickler. Started once again. Now we can assemble the engine cover, tighten all the screws, place it back, and it's all good to go. So this was basically a tutorial video demonstrating how to adjust the point and aviation system on the ESD and Java motorcycles. Coming video will be again on the ESD, and I'll show you the tuning process, how we do the carburetor tuning of the G-Cove, and you need to set it well so that it gives you a smooth drive. So G-Cove is a very easy, very simple and handy carburetor. Even though it gives a lesser mileage, it is very easy to use. So I'll show you the process. And the actual thump up ESD is actually on the G-Cove carburetor, not on the Paco or the Rajut ones that people usually put in. Usually these bikes are, discarded because of lack of known person who are able to keep them in better way. People usually discard them because of obsolete technologies and advanced technologies that have taken over, have made it much convenient as compared to these old bikes. So there were very lesser videos in the channel, or in fact any social media platform I could have found regarding the adjustment of points and all. So I thought of taking into a series of ESD and make some important contents that will be necessary and helpful as a guide for many of the GLT lovers and for the community of the two-stroke motorcycles. Take care. Do give your like and support to the channel. Like the video if it was helpful, and do comment your feedback or any suggestions, so that if it is required I can take them into upcoming videos, and if required I can improvise them in further videos. Keep showing your support. Take care. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Jai Hind.